My name is George King and I'm playing Maxim and I'm the director at OddDog Theatre Company.
I'm Julia Green and I play Natasha, who is the actor within the film.
Hello, my name is Darcy Streamer and I play the formidably hostile Ivan.
My name is Samantha Alison and I play the role of Eva.
I am Izzy and I play the character of Annie. She is the producer of the film.
My character's journey, he is on the quest for the perfect light, and they are shooting a film, their passion project. It's been in production for over 10 years, they finally got around to filming it. His journey is pursuing this light and doing anything and everything basically to achieve it.
My character's journey is, she goes on this sort of roller coaster of trying to create for herself a sustainable and enduring career in acting. And amidst all of that, I think she also in some ways becomes the glue that sort of keeps this film set together, and it's a journey of self-discovery as well, and finding out where she summons kind of some of the emotions for her scenes and for her role. Also the tension of working with an actor who is characteristically a lot different to her. So I think it's a journey of self-discovery, but also she develops a lot of unexpected relationships within the play as well, which is quite interesting.
Ivan is a very interesting character because he's almost like ludicrously pretentious. He presents a challenge for almost every single person he comes into contact with. Whether it be someone who's trying to offer him the opportunity to work or somebody who's trying to give him his paycheck. He doesn't care about the hierarchy on set, and he certainly doesn't care about earning your respect, because in his eyes the only thing to be earned is his respect. I think it's an interesting journey for Ivan on this particular film set, because I think we get the impression he hasn't worked in a little while, and I think that this is probably the first opportunity he's had to step back in and take on the reins of something that I think he certainly considers to be a work of art, even though he probably wouldn't say that. I think he's very neglectful of everyone around him, and I think over the course of causing so much trouble, he finds himself getting pushed back with a lot of rebound, and I think through that he starts to find this inner sanctum within himself, where he realises that actually this outwards opinion that everyone has on him is just a complete facade, and he's actually something completely different.
My journey throughout the play is I am a junior associate who helps with the budget of the film. I come in for the business side of people on the set, and I get along with some people, but I don't get along with others.
I would say that Annie being the producer, her role is very much to get things done and to get everybody on board and to get the actors and everybody doing what they need to do in this kind of machine. And I think her journey is just trying to figure out how to manage everybody and how to deal with them to get what she needs out of them, ultimately to just get the film done.
The play has a modern relevance because it's about the conflict between the business side of the craft and the creative side. A lot of the characters fall on one end of that spectrum, and I think that's very relevant of how do we make something that is organic, is real, but also profitable.
The notion, which is I think quite prominent in society today, of constantly trying to achieve perfectionism, whether we're kind of bringing in the pressures of social media, is a little bit problematic, and I think this play does a really good job of refuting those ideas and kind of pushing those ideas aside and actually embracing the spontaneity and merging. I don't know, I think that you have it in the characters as well. You have grounded characters and then you have crazy spontaneous characters, so I think this play does a really good job of kind of highlighting, I suppose, the beauty of messiness.
I think when you look at this piece from the perspective of submissiveness and dominance, which you find generally linger all around the industry, I think that it adds quite a good open commentary to the dynamic that you tend to find on a lot of sets. Well, certainly we have found on sets in the past like 40, 50 years. I think a lot has changed now, probably in the past like 5, 10 years, especially in the film industry, but working alongside people who have established themselves, established their reputation, especially through a lot of hard work, I think you find that you either can get one of two characters there. You can either get somebody who is thankful for what they've been offered and all the opportunities that they've been offered, or you find somebody who tends to be, like Ivan, quite pretentious because they think that everyone deserves to show them some kind of respect because they've done it all on their own, they've done it all by themselves, and everything they've achieved has earned them this status that kind of weighs above everyone else. And I think this piece kind of breaks down those boundaries because we present those people and we present the issues that they feel they're presented with. And there's this reality to the industry where, although people want to care about the art, people do want to neglect the fact that it is a business. And at the same time, you want to neglect that it's a business because you want to concentrate on the art. And that awful dichotomy is always constantly going to be there. And I think the only way that you're going to avoid it is by accepting it.
So the rehearsal process, we have been doing it over the course of about 3 months, every Sunday, maybe a couple other days, and we work on text, character and word of the play. So rather than just kind of going in, people doing their scenes and me giving a little bit of feedback, it's very, very, very much about building it from the ground up and working on actions or character lists, objectives, points of concentration, Laban. We really try to cover as much as possible so that when we get to performance, we just feel completely free, completely present. We've done so much work that we know this play, this world, these people, just inside and out, really, yeah.
We do a lot of training in terms of movement, which I find can be really great for finding the layers of your character, basically. So the ways in which I prepare is a lot of text analysis and text, no text work, which can be really helpful with just getting it up on its feet and finding, again, the spontaneity and your initial feelings and emotions in a scene, and then applying your actions as well. So that's kind of how I prepare, and then also doing that movement work and making sure that my body's warm and I'm kind of ready to because she is quite, on paper, she's quite a rigid character. So I like exploring her and the ways in which she moves in the space. We've collaborated on new ideas, new techniques, using different books. One of the main practitioners we've been using is Mike Alfred from Work from his book Different Every Night. That's been a new thing for me personally, but from that it's kind of helped to adapt my acting style and help progress the rehearsal process for me in different ways, which at this stage working the play I didn't think was possible. One of the parts of our rehearsal process that we use is we never hold scripts, and we have each other kind of feeding in the lines basically, and we do that to basically allow us to follow our impulses and our instincts in the scenes, and to be able to use our bodies and not have the script as a safety net, basically.
I'd say most of the preparation comes during the rehearsals, kind of the things that we go through, the T&T. We do kind of improvisations, and we do a lot of character research and building on being able to perform freely and change things up every night. And I think just the more you do that, the more you learn about the character and the more you have to play with.
I think most is the collaborative space. I think I enjoy working with peers that I've worked with before, and also people I haven't worked with before, and I think the combination of both is very interesting because you've already created a safe space with the people you've worked with prior, but you're having to kind of open your home almost and invite new people in and get them to know the ins and outs of you.
It's a lot of fun, and also it just gives us a chance to all do what we love doing. And you do more than just acting as well, because you get to see how everything runs. And it's great fun, but also, ultimately we get to perform and we get to work on text and choose the text we play with, and it's just a lot of fun. I love working in an ensemble, and we all laugh, and for me, laughter is so key when you're working and you're doing heavy scenes, and to be able to just be vulnerable and to be warm with one another. And I think
generosity as well in OddDog Theatre Company is really great, because we really can learn a lot from people, and even just using certain people's nuances or snippets of the way that they approach their characters is so interesting, because the version of someone else's self might be so different to the way I would have approached the character. So I love that about our theatre company.